Hello. It's like that,
Oh,
isn't it? Oh. Namaste.
namaste.
Welcome. How are you? Sometimes I do a little dance around when the music's on, but you
We
can't
would
see
do,
me because
we would do this.
yeah.
It's like sparkles.
Yeah. Do, 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 do. Anyway, sorry. Hi, Mary.
Hi.
Hello, Brooke. Welcome, everybody. So, of course, this month is July, which is a big month for Look Good, Feel Better. And so I have got a theme for my class, although it might be a secret theme. I haven't had a chance to get clear to let everyone know. But our theme for this month is going to be yoga for neuropathy. So that can be something that is quite common. Treatment, post-treatment, it can occur a wee while later. So I thought it would be nice to have some movements or some chair yoga that is going to help support that neuropathy, which is like a tingling, sometimes numbness, sometimes sharp pain in your fingers and toes, in your extremities of the body. So some of the movements are probably what we've been doing anyway, but we've got a couple of specific things that will help to support, if you do find you have neuropathy or symptoms of that. Hi, Paula. So I don't know whether Mary said something. So I will go and sit in my chair and we will start the class. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. I have got my socks on, but I think I might take them off because we'll do a few little toe wiggles and things like that. So I am wearing my lovely Mona Lisa socks, but I can always put those on later. So for those of you that have just joined, I was explaining that today our class will be focusing on yoga specifically for neuropathy, so moving into our body's extremities with a few nice little feel-good things thrown in. So finding a comfortable place in your chair. Now let me just have a little look. Just making sure that you can see my feet and my hands. So I might go back a little bit further. Of course, there's only so far back you can go when there's a door there. Give me 2 shakes. Just making it so that you can, there we are. That looks better. In case I stick my legs out and you can't see me. Right, so to start, we'll tune into our breath. So bring the feet to connect with the earth. Find somewhere in your chair where you're comfortable. So you feel like the chair is supporting the body, supporting the spine. And feel the grounding sensation beneath the soles of the feet. You can choose where your hands would like to be. So you might have your hands resting on your legs. I quite like to have my palms up. I feel like it creates a little bit more expansion in my chest and it sort of gives a sense of receiving. So maybe close the eyes or soften the gaze. And just begin to tune into the breath, so listening to your breath. Be a bit of a witness, observing the natural flow of your breath. How is my breath flowing today? Is it short and sharp? Is it a little ragged? Is it very slow? Maybe it's just right. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Just letting the breath flow in its natural rhythm. And let's start to increase the length of our inhale and our exhale. And you might even use a count. Make the inhale and the exhale an even length. So let's start to find the length of the count that suits our breath. You might inhale for 3 or 4. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And then we'll begin with about 3 rounds of box breathing. I'm going to use a slow 3 count for this one, just to make it accessible for all. So just releasing, exhaling all the breath out. And then inhale, 2, 3. Pause and just hold the breath. So just make a little space between the breath. Exhale, 2, 3. Pausing once more, so finding a moment of stillness. And then inhale, 2, 3. Pause, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. Pause, 2, 3. One more in, 2, 3. Pause, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3. Pause, 2, 3. And then return to the natural breath. And then gently bringing the palms to touch at heart center. Fluttering the eyes open. And we're just going to start with a couple of rounds of sun breath. So inhaling, send the fingertips up towards the sky. You might even gaze up towards the hands. Exhale, pressing the palms out to the side. Broaden through the heart space as the palms float back down. And then when the palms reach the sides of the chair, we're going to scoop up. Big ball of energy, scooping the palms back up, reversing that movement. Palms touch overhead, maybe you gaze up. Exhale, hands back to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Let's do one more round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Beautiful. And exhale, hands down to heart center. Beautiful. And then we'll release the palms, bring them to rest somewhere that's comfortable, maybe the thighs or beside you. We're going to start doing some movement into our feet, this active movement to sort of help with any discomfort in the feet. So starting with lifting the toes. So let the toes lift, and then just let the toes slowly sort of release back down, sort of spreading the toes. So trying to, like my piano hands, bring the toes as wide as they can. And just lift, and then see how much you can spread the toes out. Let's do that twice more. Lift up, and even try and feel like you're trying to grip the carpet beneath the feet. If you're wearing shoes or socks, you can visualize. One more. Grabbing hold. And then we're going to see if we can lift one toe at a time. So starting with the right foot, let's see if we can lift big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. And then reversing it, little toe, next toe, slowly down, and big toe. We'll do one more on this side. So lift. It's a bit of a challenge, and the other foot sometimes wants to join in. It thinks, well, that foot's having a bit of fun, I want to be part of that. So let's see what happens on the other side. One side is quite obedient, and often the other side isn't. So once again, you can visualize. Takes a bit of practice, this. I haven't practiced it enough lately, so it's not my other toes decided it's going to join in. It's lifting up. It's not your turn. It's only this side's turn. Okay, there we are. And then a little wriggle. Maybe we do a little scrunch up and a open and close, like the trying to make like a spread and then a fist of our toes. There we are. Perfect. I'm doing my hands as well, but also so you can see. Toes might be a wee way away. Perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to inch a little forward in my chair. And we're going to start doing a few circles into our ankles. So I'm going to lift my leg to circle. If that's not comfortable, you can keep the foot down and circle with the foot resting on the ground. But otherwise, circling, maybe 3 or 4 circles. And if you want to, you can let the opposite wrist join in. Because of course, all the body wants to be part of the party. So, circling. And remember, I always have to remind myself as well, we're not in our chair yoga, we're not doing this. We have to be a beautiful long spine, an elegant lift through the torso. Perfect. Circling. We've gone both ways. Let's have a go at the other direction. Fabulous. And then we'll place that foot down, moving to the other side. So starting with the ankle, and then the wrist is allowed to join in. The hand could be on the thigh or resting down, the one that you're not using. Perfect. Both directions. Gosh, it's a bit of a miserable day here. I'm sure that most of you probably have slightly grey weather as well, but hopefully it's a bit nicer. Okay, and then let's see if we can do both. You might need to make sure you're sitting back in your chair. Both ankles, both wrists. Perfect. Look at that. You can do even a figure 8, sometimes quite nice and flowy. And then releasing that down, and we haven't done this for a while. We're going to, starting with the right big toe, we're going to draw with our nice cursive handwriting all the letters of the alphabet. So we'll start with A, B, C, D, E, F. I like to do sort of handwriting because it's easy to join them up, but you can do any kind of thing. You can do capitals. It's a little harder with capitals, so drawing. You have to keep a bit of a focus on the letters so you don't lose track of where you are. S, T, U, W. And when you've finished on that side, then alphabet on the other side. You can always have a rest if it takes a little long on one side. You can have a rest in the middle, or you're allowed to only do half if you want. G, H, I, I have to say it out loud as I'm losing track. Oh, look, you're out. Neil's got a vigorous alphabet going on there. I think he's doing capitals. Looks, it's a can dancer thing. Well done. Okay, I've lost track now. I've finished Z. Perfect. And then let's just have a little shake out of the legs. And this nice little pitter-patter of the feet is nice to sort of just stimulate the blood flow up the legs. So a little bounce. Hopefully you're not on a wood floor with somebody underneath you. They might think you're sort of doing a bit of Irish dancing or something. Here we are. Okay. Fantastic. Beautiful. Coming back to that first leg, and we've sort of done a bit of vigorous movement, and now we're going to do a bit of a stretch in that leg. So I'll double check to make sure there's enough view for you, but bringing the right leg forward and extending. Just checking you can see, yep, left leg's bent, and then we're going to bring the left hand just to support the low back. So you can either have the back of the hand or the front of the hand. I quite like to bring the back of my hand just to my sacrum area. And on our inhale, we'll lift the same arm, same leg, right leg, right arm. We're going to inhale to lift the right arm up, and exhale, we'll fold. So we'll move with the breath, folding down. Inhale to lift up. Now, if you find the long arm isn't comfortable, you can use a cactus. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, lift up. Fold. And we're going to do one more. Inhale, lifting up. And then we'll fold forward. And we'll hold for a couple of breaths. So you might like to bring the other hand to down towards the leg as well. Now, listening to your body, do you feel okay being all the way down, or would you like to bring the hands to rest on your thigh, on your shin? Do you want to keep the hands at the hips and fold forward there? So choosing the place that feels the best for you. If there's a bit of pulling in the back of the knee, then a little softness into the knee. Allow the head to soften. And just send the breath into the back of that leg. You can feel a nice lengthening. You might find a stretch into the back of that, into that hamstring at the back of the leg. We're going to rise up on the next inhale, and we'll bring our arms into cactus to support our back to rise up. So inhale as you bring the arms into the cactus, rising up, bringing the hands to the heart, bringing that leg in. And we'll do the same on the other side. So this is the sort of, like I say, this is the stretching. So it's all about stimulating and lengthening. So hand comes to the back, inhale, find length in the body, beautiful, lifting up, like I said, could be a cactus arm, and exhale, fold. Inhale to lift. Make sure that you're lengthening and hinging from the hip and supporting that low back. Exhale, fold. We'll do two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. And last one. And folding down, bringing the other hands down if need be. Making any adjustments to make this comfortable for you so you can feel that nice lengthening, extending through that leg. One more breath. Inhale, finding the cactus. Drawing yourself back up. Hands to heart. Bending into that leg. Beautiful. And now we're going to continue with movement up the leg. So we'll do a few movements into the knee. You might hold under the leg, or you can do that movement where you sort of draw a circle. So it just depends on what feels good and the amount of mobility in this part of the body that you have. So maybe if you're holding under the thigh, you're just drawing. So we're trying to keep this upper leg still and doing a circle with the knee. Like I say, you can do where you're sort of circling around on the floor. And sometimes in my classes, people have a strap as well, so something to hold just to create, just to make the arms a little longer if they need to be. 3 or 4 circles in each direction. Creating just a little bit of softness and flexibility into that knee. And then while we've still got that, while we've got hold of that knee, clasping maybe the shin or coming onto the toe, we're just going to do a little, I suppose it's called an arch and curl. We're going to extend through the spine and then curl in towards that knee. So lifting up through the body, extending, and then drawing navel back. So a little bit of gentle work into the abdominals here. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Do one more. And releasing, bringing that leg down. And we'll do the circle into the knee on this side. So lifting up, circle, it's like drawing a bit of a circle with the toe. And just observing how it feels on this side, because of course one hip especially can be quite different. In our community classes, when we talk about the eyebrows, we always say that they're sisters, not twins. And I've taken to sort of using that same description for the hips in my classes, because our hips can be quite different. And one side, something that you feels comfortable on one side, might just not really work. So it can be a different movement from one side to the other. Hugging that knee in, finding a little lift. Taking a moment to notice whether you want to clasp here, or be on the tiptoe. And inhale, extend. Exhale, round, bring that sort of the brow and the knee towards one another. Expanding. And find that curling, that turning within. A little bit like an opening and then closing. Let's do one more of these. Lengthen and round. And then release that down. We'll do a little bit of movement, so just walking yourself back to the back of the chair and then walking yourself towards the front of the chair. It's just releasing any tension into the hips. Look at you go. Don't walk right off the chair though, please. Safety first. Okay. Coming back to where you're comfortable, we'll continue with a couple more movements into the hips. So a nice little opening the gate. So maybe you slide that foot open, slide it back. It might feel nicer for you to lift that knee up, open, and bring that foot down. Just choosing what feels the best for you. Do one more on this side, open and close. Other side, open the gate, shut the gate. And it doesn't have to go too far. We're going to try and keep this knee forward. So just going to where you can try and keep the hip points facing forward. Sometimes without knowing it, we swivel around a bit, but one more on this side. using the breath. Beautiful. Coming back to center. And our next little movement is our rocking of our baby. So rock the baby. So if it's accessible to bring the foot up, then you might be here, or you might be able to bring the foot up and sort of really into the elbow, or maybe you're here, or you can bring the foot down and just do that sway from side to side with the foot connected. Perfect. But yeah, it's making that movement from side to side. I'm just having a look. One of my students gave me the tie, the man's tie, which is always good if you need a strap. So just for future, if you need to and you feel like just today your level of flexibility isn't that good, then you've got something that you can sort of use a tie. You can actually use a towel or a scarf. Just something to create just that little bit more, it's a little out of arm's length, and we want to try and maintain that lift through the body. So that's another alternative if you're sort of feeling a bit of tightness and the foot doesn't want to come up so high. Here we are. Let's move to the other side. So once again, seeing what feels good. Maybe you've got a bit of tightness there. This is such a lovely movement for releasing tension in the hip area. You can always do it while you're watching telly or something, just slowly but surely. These gentle vibrational movements can really make a difference. So just that gentle rock, that movement from side to side. Beautiful. And then releasing down. Okey-dokey. And we'll come back to one more of our contralateral movements. Hi, Carol. So starting with the right leg, we're going to inhale to lift. We'll do one with the leg and then we'll add the arms. So inhale to lift the right knee, extending the right leg. Inhale, exhale. Let's stay on that side just to keep it a little easier for us. So inhale, this time lifting leg and opposite arm. Perfect. Extending the arm, pointing the toe. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. Let's do two more on that side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Lift, extend, inhale, and release. Let's move to the other side. So we'll start with just the leg like we did on the other side and point the toe, bend, release, and then lifting up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. In, out, in, out. It may be a little pat. Getting the blood flow, so patting all the way down the legs on the inside. Perfect. And you feel like the legs are energized enough. And now we'll start to work our way up. So we'll do a few movements into the spine, and then we're going to do some movements into the hands as well. So we'll do our cat-cow, and let's start with that sort of slow move up the spine. So a little pelvic tilt, maybe a couple of those, and then slowly bringing the belly into it. And then starting to add the heart. And then the head. And fully expanding and contracting in our cat-cow. So inhale to open and broaden. Exhale to round. And maybe you add some arms, so you could bring the arms into cactus as you open, and the forearms connect, broadening through the chest. Maybe you bring a leg in, you might bring a knee up as well. Inhale, exhale. We'll do one more each side. Inhale, exhale. Expand and round. Coming back. Bring the hands back to the thighs. We'll start with a little bit of a circling movement. So we will bring the knees a little wider, but it's just quite nice to feel into the spine with this nice, gentle sort of, it's like a barrel roll movement. Moving in both directions. And then when you feel ready, you might bring the knees a little wider, starting to make the movement a little bit larger. Just feel that sort of softness that we've created in that hip area. A little bit more open into the body. Going back the other way. And then when you've been evenly, or what feels evenly in both directions, coming back to your seated position, and just sort of find where you can be comfortably with the knees reasonably wide. We're just going to do a couple of movements to create a little bit of lengthening in the inner thigh. So inhale to bring the arms up overhead or just a little higher than shoulders. And then exhale, we're just going to swing the hands down. So inhale, reaching up. Exhale, crossing the wrists in front. One more in each direction. Reach up. Bring the palms to touch and bring the hands to heart. Send the breath into this thigh area. So we've got our pelvis a little tucked, got a nice long spine. We can just feel a wee gentle sensation in those inner thighs, sort of drawing the knees out and away. Beautiful. One more breath here. And then maybe we bring the left hand down, so forearm comes down, and we just do a reach up and over. So perhaps hand to shoulder, cactus, or a little extension through the side body. And we'll move that to the other side, so forearm down, finding your movement on this side. Releasing that hand down, bringing the legs in. Ooh. We know those inner thighs are there now. Okay. So we're going to extend the right arm out. So we'll just do a little stretch into the fingers. So just gently drawing one finger at a time back towards your body. Lengthen. This is really great if you spend a lot of time at your computer. Fantastic. Just lengthening the thumb. Then you can bring the hand and just press all the fingers towards you. Then we'll go to the other side, taking your time. Little finger, ring finger, middle finger, pointer, and thumb. And then both hands, whole hand. And then you might like to stretch out the top of the wrist so you can bring your hands to sort of point back, palms up. Feel that stretch into the top of the wrist. Nice. Fantastic. And do gentle little figure eights with the wrist. Couple of flicks, so flicking, we're sending each other some love now. One at a time, flick the fingers, beautiful. Oh yes, I can see all that love floating around. Beautiful. And then bring the hands to wherever it's comfortable for you. So maybe cactus, maybe a little high. You might even bring the arms up overhead. We're going to spread the fingers wide in our piano hands and then close into a fist. And you can go quite fast or quite slow. You can alternate between thumb in and thumb out. Just to really energize into the extremities, the hands now. Beautiful. Couple more. Okay, and then a little shake out of the wrists. Bring the palms together, maybe forearms touch, or you can bring them apart and we'll do our figure eight. Beautiful. Going in both directions. Pause for a moment, unclasp, reclasp. Other way. Releasing, shaking out. And bring the palms to touch, creating a bit of pressure. Elbows maybe a little high, shoulders down. So it's sort of like elbows up, shoulders down. Perfect. And then we'll press, so pressing over towards the right, turning to the left. That nice release in the shoulders, a bit of lengthening into the side of the neck. And pressing back to centre. Other way. Let's do one more each side. Inhale and exhale. Back. Extending the arms out, so open to receive, palms up, beautiful. Bringing the hands to the shoulders, broadening through the chest as you open the elbows. Elbows face forward, inhale, extending. Hands back to shoulders. Elbows open. Bring the arms out, palms up. And we'll just do that flossing into the shoulders, so rotating the thumbs round towards the back. Reversing other direction. Once more in each direction. Thumbs up. And then soften into the elbows and just sort of stretch out that inner wrist, so elbows soft and sort of pressing the inner wrist up towards the sky. Bring the hands to the shoulders. And then we'll open out, we'll do that stretch in the wrists again. Really extending, beautiful. Hands to shoulders, elbows in, extending the arms out, hands back to heart center. We'll bring the palms down to rest on the thighs. We'll do the slow nod. We're just going to do a couple of last things into our neck and shoulders. So dropping the chin down towards the throat, gazing up towards the sky. Slow nod, chin down. Really feel those shoulders melting. Inhale to gaze up. This time, dropping the chin down. And let the right ear drop over towards the right shoulder. And send the breath into that left side of the neck. You might even let that left hand just release off the thigh and drop down beside you. Just feel like the breath is gently massaging into the side of the neck. One more breath here. Bring that hand back to the thigh if you've moved it. Just let the chin drop down towards the throat. And then the ear rotates to the other side. Take a moment to notice a nice lengthening into this side of the neck. Do you want to release the hand on this side? Breathing into the side of the neck. Taking one more round of breath here. And then returning the hand back to the thigh, gently bringing the head back to center. And just do two big circles into the shoulders. Just to finish off, just releasing. Just really rolling those shoulders as slowly as you can. Beautiful. Forward and back. And then coming to sit in your chair, finding your comfortable place. Feel the feet gently connecting with the earth. Soles of the feet sinking down into the earth. Let the whole body relax and soften. Eyes closed or gazing softly down. Feel yourself relaxing. Feeling a deep sense of peace and harmony washing over you. Whole face, whole body, comfortable, relaxed, at ease. Let your mind be like a clear blue sky. Each cloud has any thoughts or feelings. As you look up at the sky, see what themes in your life are there. Are there any looming clouds or little white fluffy puffs that float across the sky Notice the gleaming, bright, brilliant patches of clear blue. As you send your gaze to this clear blue sky, feel the weight lift from your shoulders. Feel calm, relaxed, serene. Watch as all the clouds in the sky slowly blow away. Feel yourself filled with an enchanting energy. Feeling a deep sense of relief, calm, and peace. Your mind is only filled with blissful, clear, open blue sky. Feeling a sense of calming, peaceful energy washing over you. Feeling of warmth, of joy, of happiness. Allow these sensations to flow through the body with the breath. Breathe in peace. Breathe in calm. Breathe in serenity. Slowly and gently bring awareness back to the breath. Feel your breath warming your whole body. Feel the weight of the body resting on the chair. Feel grounded, centered, connected with the earth. Slowly now, begin to wriggle the fingers, gently wiggling toes. Bring the palms together, rubbing them, creating a little warmth. Place the hands over the eyes. Slowly open and close the eyes behind the hands. Rub the palms together again. Place them over the eyes once more. Blink, blink, blink. Take your hands and wrap them around your shoulders. Give yourself a great big hug. Say to yourself, I am filled with joy. Unwrap the arms, wrap them in the other direction. Give yourself another hug. Say to yourself, I feel calm and relaxed. When you're ready, bring the hands back to heart center. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. The inner calm and serenity in me sees and acknowledges the inner calm and serenity in all of you. Namaste. Thank you all.